faces that appear on the floor and on the walls, the terrifying case of a headless woman, even videos in the first positions that will make you tremble. That is what you're about to see in this collection, because my name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present more scary videos. The Headless Specter. Number 10. What extends its hand to us to go down this investigation was sent by El Tole. A subscriber tells us that during the last few weeks, his house has been plagued with paranormal phenomena. Along with that, everything in his home was ruined. That's how one night they woke up to the sound of water. When they went down to the basement, they discovered a lot of corroded, rotten elements, as if they had been wet for days. But the most shocking thing was the faces that were drawn on almost every wall that was in sight. Ertole tells us that it can't be seen well in the video, but almost all the walls of the basement had faces drawn like these. This case reminds me a lot of the Belmez faces case, don't you think? That case where similar faces were drawn among mold and dirt on the floor and walls of a home. No matter how much they cleaned or reupholstered the walls, the face-shaped mushrooms kept appearing. Well, this seems to be the beginning of a similar case. Could it be just a coincidence? Could it be considering everything this family has been through? Tell me what you think. Number 9. The video you will see below was sent by Robert Willis from Washington, United States. He tells us that while browsing social networks, he came across this video. In it, you see a security guard doing his respective rounds of the place where he works. Everything happened normally until he checked the security cameras and realized that something was trying to attack him. Look at the speed at which it approached, but also look at the shape it takes when the man reaches the exit, as if that shadow or being could not cross the area and regretted it by turning back. Look at the shape it takes, as if it were wearing a cape. What's more, it seems to fade away at an incredible speed. Those who have seen this video believe that it was a demon trapped here that sought to attack him. The only thing that saved him was reaching the exit. a place where this being could no longer pass. Do you believe in this theory? Leave your opinion in the comment box. Number 8. The following may not be paranormal per se, but everyone who sees the video says they feel something odd inside. You see, the recording shows the broadcast of the last MTV VMAs, where Carol G's presentation is shown. Everything was happening normally, until they began to focus on the audience. Does this seem normal to you? It could be a person joking, someone who knew that the camera would pass by and was just doing a prank. However, in occultism, there is an interesting theory. It is believed that sometimes demons look for different ways to reach and take over the souls of those who for some reason possessed a soul with a low frequency at the time. Perhaps this has to do with the comments under this video, where many indicate that they have felt strange when watching the video, as if they had a heaviness or anguish in their chest. If the occult theory is true, it could actually be an evil entity trying to penetrate you through the screen. But of course, those are nothing more than theories. The most likely thing is that it was a person who wanted to play a prank, right? Number 7. Jonathan Hernandez, one of our subscribers, brings us 2 extremely interesting videos that occurred at his workplace. This is one of the best examples that the paranormal can happen to anyone and at any time. Because before these clips, nothing paranormal had ever happened, and on one occasion, 2 phenomena occurred on the same day. Let's see the first video. You can see a security camera located at some kind of reception desk. Look at the screen. How could that screen have fallen in that way, being well placed? Does it also seem to have been pulled? Jonathan asks us to observe that reflection. It seems as if a hand or white smoke is pulling it. Don't you think so? They pulled the cable. Maybe you can tell me that it's a setup, and there was someone hiding under the table. Now look at the following recording that was captured a few hours later. I will explain to you what will happen and where you should look. Without explanation or intervention, this box will fall down the stairs. But pay attention to these 2 points of interest.
Nomás de repente se mueve la sombra mucho más allá.
Porque cuando se acerca el gordito se ve su sombra, nada que ver con la que está pegada en el rincón.
Pero él está detrás, no está acá enfrente.
Mira, ahí se ve la sombra del gordo. Pero no tiene...
No, que él está allá.
Ajá, mira, nada que ver.
Cuando él llega, la sombra ni se ve. ¿Ya te das cuenta?
They are 2 apparently natural shadows. However, near the drop of this box, there appears to be movement. It's the same Jonathan in the audio who explains it. Observe.
Es que algo se debe de ver, se ve una sombra, fíjate la sombra cómo se mueve, mira. La sombra que está ahí, cuando botan esa madre, se mueve la sombra. ¿Ya viste?
No será el clásico, el que anda bailando con el aire.
La sombra, fíjate la sombra cómo se mueve. Nomás de repente se mueve la sombra mucho más allá.
Porque cuando se acerca el gordito se ve su sombra, nada que ver con la que está pegada en el rincón.
Pero él está detrás, no está acá enfrente.
Mira, ahí se ve la sombra del gordo. Pero no tiene...
Es que él está allá.
Ajá, mira, a ver, nada que ver.
Cuando él llega, la sombra ni se ve. ¿Ya te das cuenta?
The movement is very subtle, but it's there. The event draws the attention of the staff, who look out to see who threw those things away. Now the entire staff is afraid, since they cannot find an explanation for these two events that occurred exactly on the same day. Cannot find an explanation for these two events that occurred on exactly the same day. Nothing paranormal had ever happened before. Nothing close to this. What do the shadows mean? What does that white light that seems to pull on the screen mean? To this day, no one who works here knows what happened. Number 6. Position number 6 is occupied by Jose Solano's video, a subscriber from Mexicali. He tells us that one day he was walking down the street when he realized that there was something between his house and his neighbor's house. He quickly took out his camera because what he saw there was the head of a woman.
Estoy volviendo loco, güey. Hay una puta cabeza de Goya. ¿Dónde está él?
The terrified man tells me that he even watches her turn towards the camera in a very subtle way. Do you see the same? Do you know what's funny? Not long ago, I received an email about a story that had also happened in Mexicali from a boy named Fernando Cornejo, who told a story that he had seen a headless woman pass by at night, wandering around as if confused, disoriented. Since it was just a story, I didn't pay attention to it, nor did I present it on the channel. But it described a woman in a long black dress who walked around at night with something in her hands. Something he believed was her head. A week later, I got this other recording from Jose that talks about a head on the roof of his house. Could there be any relationship between the two? Number 5. Luis Antonio shares a video where he says he sees a shadow that is impossible to pass through the aisles of seats in a stadium. could it be just an ordinary person? It could be, but it strikes me that he is completely different from the person sitting a little further down. If you look closely, the person sitting there can be seen clearly. Why would this other person look so blurry? Leave your opinions in the comment box. Number 4. A video went extremely viral on the internet, showing a huge bird standing on power lines.
¡Apúrate! ¿Lo viste? ¡Ven, por favor! Cállate. Silencio, Daira. Es un pájaro gigante.
A white, hunched, and enormous bird could be seen in the darkness of the night. Many in the comments of this video theorized that it could be a witch. Or worse yet, the tuetue, or chonchon, is a creature belonging to Mapuche mythology in Chile. It is said to appear as a strange bird with the form of a human head, with ashy gray feathers, sharp claws, and enormous ears that would be used as wings to fly. This creature would emit a faithful cry that would sound like tuetue. It always appears when the person who hears it is close to death. However, after doing some research, I found out that this bird is a giant white owl, a rare bird from southern Chile that is usually seen in the countryside. Maybe it surprised people by showing up in town. Without a doubt, a majestic bird that's seen at night, anyone would think it means a bad omen. Number 3. Eder Duran writes to us by email, showing us an extremely strange video that he captured a few days ago. Eder was in his room when he began to notice a strange shadow in the darkness. Has it ever happened to you when you mistake a pile of clothes for a shadow? Well, something like that happened to him. However, when he turned on the light, he noticed something strange. If it were the shadow of something, what would project it? The shadow in fact appears to be taller than the objects that make it up. Nothing can cast a shadow up there. Or am I getting confused? Check out his other recordings.
Aquí se ve una silueta, pero se distorsiona. Voy acercando. No hay nadie. Me acerco y no se mueve. En la luz no hay nadie. Me alejo y se queda en la silueta, pero no hay nadie. Vuelvo a alumbrar, creo que no hay nadie. Sigo en la.
Tell me what you think. Number 2. The following paranormal phenomena was recorded in the middle of a tennis match. Observe. There seems to be no rational explanation for the existence of that shadow. The only thing that occurs to me is that it is a montage, a fake video. If that were the case, the truth is that it is very well done. What do you think? Number 1. And we end this video with a very particular clip. A girl records a shadow behind the window, but when she moves the curtain, there is no one behind it. If you wanted to assemble something like this, how would you do it? Do you notice any cuts? Anything that shows how this footage is set up? Leave your opinion in the comment box, because this video has already come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.